All right. Good morning and welcome to Eyes Open Media. Okay, I'm going to talk about fasting and praying because fasting and praying breaks the chain off our lives. Okay, we when we fast and pray, we get delivered. We get to hear from God. Let me make sure the volume's up. We get to hear from God, and we also get cleansing, and we also get closer to God as well. But I got to speak on this because there is something going on in people today where I've been seeing a big trend going on, especially on Facebook, and for the last maybe 3 years now. When I tell people to fast and pray, they really get upset, or they block me, they ignore me, they delete me, or they don't talk to me anymore. So something's going on. Something is going on, and I believe that when I activate that saying, fasting and praying, it's triggering off the demons in these people, and the demons go crazy because they know that but if you truly fast and pray, they will be defeated. Okay, and fasting and praying is great for your body. So the fact that people would block me or delete me, or not talk, or ignore me, or not talk to me anymore when I'm trying to tell them something that they should already know as a child of God that they're supposed to be doing already. It's absurd to me, right? So, and I guarantee you, I'm not the only one going through this. There is a designed war against fasting and praying in the church today and in the world today, because the demons inside of these people understand that fasting and praying breaks chains. Okay, it don't matter what you're going through. It don't matter what disease you got. When people fast and pray, chains are broken, diseases are healed, families are brought back together. You can see in the spiritual realm clear. You can speak to God. You can hear from God. God even probably sometimes God will take you into heaven. God will take you into his secret places. And when you fast and pray, this is why Yeshua fast and pray. This is why Moses fast and pray. This is why Abraham fast and pray. Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, everybody, man, all of the greats in the Bible, all the great people in the Bible in the biblical times fast and pray. They knew the power of fasting and praying. They knew about it. So why don't the people of today know about it? Why are we in war against fasting and praying? Yet we sit up here on social media. We can go on social media and we can talk about, oh, he's cheating on me. Oh, she's doing me dirty. I can't breathe. I can't. I have cancer. Oh, I have AIDS. Oh, I have diseases. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have back pain. Oh, I have all this stuff going inside of me. Oh, my organs are bad. We can disclose all of our information online. But we sit up here and we will disclose all our information online, and then when someone comes to you, a man of God or woman of God, and tells you, just go fast and pray, go fast and pray, go on a 100-day fast, go on a 30-day fast, go on a 7-day fast, just water, or whatever the case may be. You go, the whatever demon inside of you goes, oh, no, 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 you ain't gonna talk to me that way, you ain't gonna try to act like you know it all, or whatever the case may be. And then they block the person, or they ignore the person, delete the person, or whatever the case may be, and they continue to talk about their problems online, like their problems, like talking about your problems is gonna get it fixed, right? So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a war against fasting and praying. And here's a key about fasting and praying. Why does fasting and praying work so well? Well, number one, fasting, when you fast, you're not eating all that junk. You go on a 30-day fast, and let's say you go on a 30-day fast, just fruits and water. So every 12 hours you get to break your fast with fruits and water, and that's it. Guess what? Those diseases, those diseases that are in your body, they don't get to eat. A lot of the diseases and the mucus and the inflammation in your body, they like to eat the acid, right? They the diseases like to eat acid, right? Most diseases come from acid backed burgers and fries and drinks and things of that nature. Acidic brings a lot of mucus and diseases and inflammation. So when your body is not, feeding itself the acid that the disease needs, guess what? You're starving the disease, and the disease is eventually going to die, starve to death, because it's eating. The reason why diseases stay in our bodies is because they're eating every day. As you put the acid into your body and you're eating the junk food and all that stuff, you're continuing to keep it alive. So when you fast, especially if you just go 30 days water, I know that's hard. Some people might die trying to do that. But if you can go 30 days alkaline water, and maybe some fruits and vegetables here and there, organic fruits and vegetables on, here and there, just to keep you alive. Okay. That you would, I mean, my goodness, all the diseases in your body will basically suffocate to death, right? They will starve because the acid that they need, they're not getting it, right? So they eventually starve to death. So one of the things about fasting that is so key. Okay, this is why a lot of people, when people go on 30-day fast with just water and some and vegetables, or water and veggies, water and fruits only, they get healed of whatever it is. Doesn't matter what it is. And you even heard people going on fast and just and baking soda water. Right, you got people that do that take some baking soda and they put it in their water and they'll drink that 3 times a day, and with, of course, with regular water as well, and they'll just fast with baking soda, and that will just builds up their red blood cells, and it attacks the cancers, and it attacks the AIDS, it attacks the sexual transmitted diseases. It will attack all the things in their body, okay, or then it will attack the asthma and things of that nature as well. So that's one of the keys of fasting and praying. Number two is, of course, you're getting closer to God, and you're screaming out to God, and you're praying in the mornings and the afternoons and the night. You're praying, in your car. You're just praying in the spirit. You're praying out loud, and you're just fasting and praying. And guess what? You're not doing, because you're fasting and praying. You're not sinning. So, you know what I mean? So you're commanding the demons to come out, and you're praying the demons to come out, and you're not sinning. You're not doing those sins. You're not sinning. So that is starting to break the stronghold of that demon that's in you. It could be, anything from sexual to whatever the case may be, right? The cancer demon, or unrepentance demon, whatever the case may be. You are praying against it. You're repenting. You're crying out to God, and you're not sinning. When we fast and pray, we barely sin, right? And this is why God wants us to fast and pray a lot, because you don't sin when you fast and pray. You barely sin, okay, when you fast and pray, because you're concentrating on God throughout the fast, and you're in good spirits because you're in warfare, okay? So that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are against, the church today are against fasting and prayer, because they know the benefits of fasting. If the people in the church fasted and prayed, they wouldn't need the pastor. And that's why you see, I was on Periscope yesterday. What's this guy? I think he's a prophet, but he goes by Dr. Stevens, or something like that, Stevenson, or something like that. I think some of you guys know him on Periscope. I think he's a prophet. But anyways, He was talking about the ministry mafia and how they want to keep you in chains and keep keep their secrets and keep all this stuff within the ministry and keeping it going and going and going. But he talked about how God is showing him that this ministry mafia is about to be broken. It's about to collapse. These people are about to be exposed, or these people are about to be completed. Their mafia mentality is about to be broken because God is raising up prophets and evangelists and pastors and new seers and stuff that are going to break that stronghold of that mafia, and they're going to come against it and speak against it, and God is going to destroy the ministry mafia. And one of the things the ministry mafia does is, they keep you from fasting and praying, right? Because they keep you from the things that are going to break you from bondage, okay? Break the chains off your life. And if you go to any type of like church that doesn't talk about fasting and praying, doesn't talk about real deliverance, only talks about, yeah, God loves you and prosperity, then they want to keep you in chains. Because if they keep you in chains, guess what? You're coming back next week to hear the same thing and keep hoping, right? And that's not how we want to live life. That's you don't just maybe next Sunday, maybe next Sunday, and for 50 years you're saying maybe next Sunday, and you keep giving your offerings to a wicked ground, and you never prosper. That's not how we live. That's not how we're supposed to live life. As soon as you see that church is not of God, and that church is not giving you any breakthrough, and they're not preaching any breakthrough, and you're not seeing any returns on your tithes and offering, you need to bounce. Okay? I mean, my goodness, how can you be in a church for 20 years and still be broke? How can you be in a church for 20 years and still not be prosperous, still be going through the same things you were when you first came in there? That means that church is not good of solid ground. That means that church is not reaping and sowing. That means that church is not doing anything good for you. Okay, it's not breaking any change for you. Okay, so you need to bounce. Okay, but see, what the mafia does is that they keep you in that bondage. They keep you in that bondage because they know you're gonna keep coming back and keep giving them money. And so, and then this is the war we're having on fasting and praying. Many people are not being told to fast and pray. And many people, many of the elites know about fasting and praying. Of course, they don't pray to our God, but they do fast. They'll go on cucumber fast. Like that's a good fast, and that's a fast that I plan on doing post RV, post Musul. I'm going to be going on I plan on doing. I'm looking at a cucumber fast. Okay, that's all. I don't know when I'm gonna do that because there's no need to tell people when you're gonna fast, but I plan on doing it sometime after Musul. So I don't know when that will be, but I look to do a cucumber fast. I mean, you guys can do that. You can do a veggie fast with just water and vegetables. We can do fruit fast. I mean, there's all types of fasting we can do that is fun, right? You can go 12 to 12. You can do a midnight. You can do 30-day midnight to noon fast, and then the rest of the day you can eat. So 12 hours. So 12 hours you can fast. You go with nothing, and most of the time you're sleeping anyways. From 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Unless you eat, unless you're a breakfast fiend, all you got to do is worry about breakfast, right? By 12 p.m. you're ready for lunch, right? So and you're ready to break your fast. So you can do 12 to 12, and then you can eat from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m., right? And you can eat fruits. You can do a fruit fast for 30 days, or you can do a fast where you're fasting for 20 hours and you're only eating for 4 hours. Like, let's say you're eating between like 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then that's it. And the rest of the time you're fasting. And it could be you can eat it, maybe a salad, maybe a salad with a grilled chicken salad, a tuna. Maybe one day it's a grilled chicken salad, next day it's a tuna salad, next day it's a carrots, cucumber type of salad, or you could just or do something where it's cucumbers and carrots one day, then it's green peppers and tomatoes, and like, just you can mix it up. But fasting is fun. Fasting isn't this thing where, oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. You know what I mean? Like fasting is fun. Fasting gets you. You got to be led to fast. Don't fast just because you fast. That doesn't work that way. When the Lord leads you to fast, you'll know because you'll keep seeing fasting. You'll keep hearing the Lord say, "Go on a fast."